Welcome to the expert level training on mastering ISO 19650. In the next few minutes, we're going to walk you through workflows that transform, hopefully, how you manage information on your projects, helping you handle complexity with confidence and clarity. Plus, we're going to show you a comprehensive checklist that if you follow each step, you'll be well on your way to ISO 19650 compliance.
Whoa, that sounds exciting. Now let's see how it translates to real-life practical usage. Have you ever felt like you are drowning in a sea of documents? Unsure what's up to date? So you are not alone with that.
Yes, in construction, managing information often feels like chaos and very exhausting as well sometimes, really.
But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this way. Today, we'll show you how mastering ISO 19650 workflows can bring order to that chaos, making your day smoother and a lot less stressful.
So imagine this. Someone says that you have the latest version, but then a few hours later, you realize that you are working on an outdated set of documents. Emails pile up, inboxes are getting overwhelmed and overflowing, and people spend hours trying to figure out what's actually correct.
Does this sound familiar? That's the reality of managing project information without a proper system in place.
Yep, that's exactly the chaos that we face in construction projects. Communication tends to break down, and it feels like everyone's working in their own silo.
Right, and then version control becomes a nightmare. You've got multiple versions of the same documents flying around, leading to mistakes and confusion, of course.
And don't get me started on the handovers at the end of the project. I've worked on many projects and they've often been a mess, leaving teams feeling like they have to start from scratch.
Exactly. Without a proper system, it's like trying to juggle 10 balls at once. Eventually, one of them drops, and when that happens, the entire project feels the hit, causing delays and cost overrun.
And of course, all that stress is going to eat away productivity. It's exhausting for the entire team.
Yep, but don't worry, every chaotic situation needs a hero, right? And in the world of construction information management, that hero is ISO 19650.
Exactly. ISO 19650 brings order to this madness. So it's an international standard that helps you manage information across the entire life cycle of a building project, from design all the way to demolition.
And here's the exciting part. It's not just another complicated standard. ISO 19650 streamlines the way we handle project data, making everything more efficient and collaborative.
Yep, absolutely. So let's dive into the core components of ISO 19650 because we believe that each one of them comes with its own unique superpower.
First, let's start with information requirements. Think of information requirements as your X-ray vision. It gives you a clear view of what information needed, when, and why.
Next is the Common Data Environment, or CDE. This is your super speed. Everything is stored and shared in one place, so collaboration becomes fast and efficient.
And then there's the BIM Execution Plan, or BEP for short. This one, it gives you like mind-reading powers. It outlines all of the roles and responsibilities so that everyone knows exactly what to do and when they should be doing it.
What about the asset information model? That's your force field. It protects the asset throughout the life cycle by ensuring the right information is available for long-term management.
And let's not forget about the Master Information Delivery Plan, or MIDP. This is your time traveler. It makes sure the right information gets delivered at the right moment throughout the project.
And finally, we have the information protocols. These are like your rule book. They set the standards for how information should be shared and managed, and it keeps everyone on the same page, reducing the handover errors and rework that's involved when nobody knows what's going on and what they should do. Don't worry, it is simpler than you think. We're going to walk you through a quick, light overview of the ISO 19650 workflow so that it's not so complex and so that you can explain it to others in a simple way.
The key is to define what information you need right from the start. It's all about being clear upfront. Knowing exactly what data will be required helps set a strong foundation for the entire project.
Next, plan how you will create and share that information. Without a solid plan in place, everything comes together more smoothly, and it's much easier to keep everyone on the same page.
Collaboration is seamless when everyone is using the same platform, like a clever data environment or CDE. It makes information sharing fast, efficient, and transparent.
One of the most important steps is to generate and share the information at agreed milestones. This ensures that everyone stays aligned and informed, reducing the risk of delays and keeping the project on track.
And don't forget, Checking and validating the information at every stage is crucial. It saves you from major headaches later on and ensures everything stays accurate and aligned.
And let's be honest, every superhero needs a trusty sidekick, right? And that's where Planoly comes in. Let's show you how easy it can be to manage your project information with a database-driven approach. First, we can see by creating a project, just simply naming it and clicking the Create button gives us a whole bunch of templates right out of the box that we can choose from. All of these templates are translated in multiple different languages as well. So if you're working internationally, we have you covered. When you click a template, it will automatically create a tab. Here we've created a BIM execution plan and the project information requirements tabs, and automatically they are being completed with smart fields inside of these documents. This gives you the power of a database, the control of using a document, but also we allow you in pieces to assign accountability so that you get teams that go through this workflow with you, understanding what they are responsible for, and also having an approval process for each piece of this content so you can understand what's work in progress, what's shared, and what's published. This gives you full control over your resources as you create them, and as you bring these into becoming contracts, it smooths that workflow. As we jump into the scope, again, driven by a database, lots of different templates give you the ability to simply add from it and create your requirements. These requirements can be per discipline and into the detail for every single element in your project, should you wish, and even understanding the responsibilities for information requirements and the detailed rules for checking those information requirements in the models that are being received. So when you run into the checking side, we automatically are verifying the deliverables based on whether they meet your contracted requirements. So as we start to see on the left-hand side, we've got a set of tasks with their requirements, and clicking on them is isolating the set of elements and showing us visually, color-coded, whether they meet the requirements or whether they are missing a requirement, or whether the requirement's there and it's maybe not completed correctly based on the rules. This simplifies the workflow and puts that responsibility for checking in the hands of the delivery team. So as you can see, Planoly helps you keep your project organized, efficient, and easy to manage. And we give you this checklist so that you can stay compliant. With this ISO 19650 checklist, we've actually done all of the hard work so you can focus on delivering quality. We'll keep it up to date with every standards change so that you can ensure that you stay compliant without the hassle. Whether it's creating documents, assigning responsibilities, validating models, Planoly can help you track that and stay on track so that you can understand who is responsible to do what at what point in time. And we give you all of this out of the box so that you can really focus on making it your own and making sure that you're compliant with ISO 19650. So remember, don't plan late.
Plan early.
With Planoly.
We'll see you on the next one.